Pisces Tarot, and I am your host, Mimi the Light Seer. Your business is my business. Today, we will dive into your business with a timeless relationship reading, which means it could be platonic, professional, or romantic. In this session, we will explore the overall energy of your reading, obtain cosmic insights to identify the topics, spill the tea on the energies involved, uncover the positives and the negatives while revealing the lessons that you need to learn, and suggest actions for healings and the best possible outcomes. Remember, this is a general reading, and you have found it when this message is needed. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. Remember, I am LGBTQ plus friendly, using pronouns for storytelling purposes. Lastly, please like, rate, subscribe, and comment, and let me know how this message is connecting with you. And without further ado, let's get into your business. Good morning. Welcome to Pisces Tarot. Come on in. Welcome to Pisces Tarot. I am your host. I am Mimi the Light Seer, and over here at Pisces Tarot, your business is my business. And oh child, we about to get into somebody's business. Yes, we're about to get into somebody's business. Good morning, Van. Good morning, Celeste. Welcome. Come on in, folks. Yes. All right, y'all. So welcome to Pisces Tarot. I am Mimi the Light Seer. I am so glad that you're here. Over here at Pisces Tarot, your business is my business. No child, we're about to get into somebody's business, okay? We're about to get into somebody's business, all right? Good morning to all of my guppies, my friends that are on the graveyard shift. Good evening to all of my international folks, y'all. This morning we are live across TikTok as well as YouTube. So what does that mean, you may say? Well, as you all have heard by now, we are on the brink of disaster with TikTok. Come Sunday, TikTok will essentially be no more unless there is a Saved by the Bell moment. So if you are following me on TikTok, I strongly recommend that you go over to YouTube and subscribe to my YouTube channel today, so that we can continue our business continuity of how we do business, right? But that you are not lost in the sauce and trying to find me, because my go-to platform will be strictly YouTube and YouTube only, okay? So make sure you go over to YouTube to follow me there today, all right? Now, before we get started, y'all know I like to start off the reading with a little bit of breath work. So what I would like to do is I would like for us to just take 3 deep breaths, hold it for 4 seconds, release it for 4 seconds, okay? So inhale for 4, hold it for 4, release it for 4, okay? We're gonna do 3 of those. And then we'll go ahead and cleanse the energy for today. Then I will go over into our oracle card readings for today. Then I will follow up with, I've skipped a step. We will do an insight that I will share with y'all. I got a good insight for y'all. Anyhow, I'll do the insight with y'all, and then I will do the oracle cards, and then follow up with the tarot cards, and basically validate everything that I told you. Over here at Pisces Tarot, everything means something. Everything means something. There's no coincidence, all right? So if you're ready, let's go ahead and start today's business, okay, with this breath work, all right? We're going to hold it for 4, inhale for 4, hold it for 4, and release for 4. We're going to do that 3 times, all right? Here we go. All right, let's go. Now let's see if the sound bowl gonna work today. Not. Y'all, we gotta leave Timu alone. I love Timu, but my sound bowl just don't be bowling for me. All right, so here we go. All we can do is try. All right, if y'all ready to get into this reading, y'all, I'm really excited about it, okay? This is an interactive experience, so I need for you, I'm trying to tell you, right, I'm trying to tell you. Listen, y'all, listen. If y'all ready to get into this reading, I want y'all to find those hand clapping emojis. For those of you who are new to Pisces Tarot, this is an interactive experience, which means I talk to you, so you talk back to me, okay? So, if y'all ready to get into this reading, I need y'all to find those hand clapping emojis because I promise y'all I have a good insight for y'all this morning. And I'm going to validate it with the oracle cards here, all right? So if y'all ready to get into this reading, I mean, I'm just trying to tell y'all. I didn't see those hand clapping emojis. Thank you, Celeste. Thank you. Here we go, y'all. Y'all ready? Let's go. So y'all ain't gonna believe this, okay? Now, y'all not gonna believe this. I'm telling y'all right now. Y'all are not gonna believe this, okay? Y'all are not going to believe this at all. What's up, Bishop? Welcome back. Listen, y'all are not going to believe this. I'm telling y'all right now, y'all not gonna believe this. So I'm in my bed sleep. I went to bed about 6:30 yesterday, and I slept all the way through. I woke up at 3 a.m. Of course, what's new? I woke up at 3 a.m. and well, let me back it up. Rewind. Every day before I start a reading, I always look for insights of what Spirit is sharing with me so that I can share it with you because I know everything has something to do with something, okay? So when I woke up, what first came to mind was the fact that I had a dream about my ex. And I have not spoken to this person in a couple of weeks now. And I had a dream about my ex. I had a dream that he was, like, we both were on vacation. We both were alone. Somehow he ended up at the same resort I was at. And then somehow he ended up at my room. Nothing happened. But he ended up at my room. And then he called me on the phone, and then we were driving, like leaving to go back to like an airport or go wherever we were in America, so we weren't international, but we were traveling in vehicles to get to wherever we were about to go to next. I'm assuming I was on my way back to my home here, okay? I am so sorry, Bishop. And so it ended up like we was on a highway and he was going one way and I was going another way. And when I tell you, like, no, I told you the story wrong. We were both going the same direction, but like he sped up, but he was like talking to me on the phone and I lost him in like the traffic and whatever. And so like we were just talking on the phone, but I said to myself, why on earth did I just dream about him? Like I have not spoken to him. I've done cord cutting. I have released myself of him. Why am I thinking about him in my dreams? Okay, why am I thinking about him in my dreams? I kid you not, y'all. Guess what song I heard when I woke up? Like, because I woke up and I remember the dream, right? But guess what song I heard? The earworm of the day. It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we first began, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. Now, for those of you who are curious about this, thank you for my gift, Jamie. Now, for those of you, Jamie Lou, now for those of you who are like, okay, Mimi, it hasn't been that long ago. Good morning, Audrey. Now, for some of y'all might recognize that earworm because we did have this earworm a couple of weeks ago. I never heard the song. I don't listen to music like that, y'all. So I promise y'all probably think I'm joking. I can't tell you what's a popular song. It has to be really mainstream in order for me to know the song. Now, granted, this was eventually a very popular song in pop culture. I never heard it until that day I told y'all about it. Okay? So there's no frame of reference as to why I even know what this song is. Okay? There's no frame of reference as to why I would even be hearing it. I just turned on a gospel station 2 days ago and they're playing all these old songs that I know from 10 years ago. So, I mean, I have no idea where this is coming from. But my point of trepidation is, A, why am I dreaming about him? Okay? And B, why am I now hearing this song? That's what I'm saying. So I'm gonna tell y'all straight up like this, because it was so perplexing to me. I was like, I gotta go up and figure out whose business is this, because I know it ain't mine. I know it ain't mine. All right. So if y'all ready to get into this reading and figure out whose business this is, because I feel like this has something to do with a past lover, and I also feel like they're waiting to hear from you. They're ready to speak to you. They're ready to talk to you. So if y'all ready to get into this reading, y'all, I need to see those drums down in the chat. Put those drums down in the chat, because I promise you, this got something to do with something. And I don't know what it's got to do with it, but the song says, it's been a long day without you, my friend. And I tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we first began. Oh, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. All right. So if y'all ready to get into it, let's go. All right, so, Bishop, I haven't changed anything, so I don't know what's happening there, but I will go down a few. All right, I hope that helps. Okay, so listen, y'all. Is anybody else like confounded by what I just told you? Why am I dreaming about somebody I'm in no contact with, first and foremost? And secondly, it's been a long day since it's been a long time since I seen you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. What? I mean, respectfully, I've given this person space. Respectfully, I've recognized that we're just on two different pages, and that was something I didn't want to accept. And now that I've accepted it, it's like, where are you popping up from? Okay, so Bishop says he's also been dreaming about his ex lately. Anybody else been dreaming about their ex lately? I don't believe there's any type of solar disruptions or major things. Well, Kyra saying because I'm talking to them. Yeah. It could be that. Let me check. I don't believe there's any significant. Okay, so right now we have the sun in Capricorn. The moon is in Leo. We have a full moon in Leo. Okay. Mercury is also in Capricorn. Venus is in Pisces. Oh, I just answered my own question. Venus is in Pisces. Okay. Kiera telling on herself. Okay, so it could be some that we have. Venus is in Pisces and Mars is in Cancer, so that could be a lot of what's going on right now. But Andrea says talk about timing. Yeah. So anybody else is having dreams about their ex? I see you, girl. Okay, so Diana says no. Okay. All right, so let's figure out what in the world is going on, Spirit. For the harm of none and for the benefit of all, can you please give us clear and precise messages that are good for the collective? Meet the message where people are. Clear and precise. Okay, Andrea says it's out of her control. Yeah, it is more like out of your control, because I wasn't seeking to think about him. I was not thinking about him at all. When I tell you, like, I made the decision to walk away, I was so serious about that. I was so serious about it. I was like, you should have died in 2022 and then again in 2023. But I brought you into 2024 and you still playing these games. You're not going with me into 2025. And so I had to make that stand. Now, y'all know my hands are still warming up, so, you know, my shuffling's a little off. It's been a long day since I seen you, my friend. It's been a long time since I seen you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. All right, here we go. The power of purpose. Ooh, yes, this was in my dreams. The power of purpose, okay? The power of purpose. What's interesting about this card, y'all, let me show this to y'all. Do y'all see that in the middle? It's like a target in the middle. There is a reason for why this is happening the way that it has happened for you. And it feels like you've been going through a circular or circular process over and over and over. Yes, again, it's a bullseye. It feels like you've been going through this just to be going through this, just to be going through this, and it makes no sense. Okay, it makes no sense. And it feels as though this may have been frustrating for you. And using the case in point about my ex, it felt like we were constantly going in this cycle of nothingness. Okay, very unstable, hot and cold energy. I mean, like, yes, it's like an infinite loop, Jackson. Exactly. Welcome back. So it felt like we kept going in circles, going nowhere. And it was to the point where it physically felt like it was driving me crazy, because it's like I'm being gaslit, I'm being breadcrumbed, I am being manipulated, you know, just all those negative emotions. And y'all know that we've been talking about mental health here as well. And we've been talking a lot lately about how to heal ourselves so that we are our best selves when it comes to these relationships. So over here, I'm picking up a picture of a screenshot of a book that I am reading that talks about wounds. And so what I was not under the impression of at the time was that different traumas do manifest, well, we know this, but different traumas in life manifest in your relationships. And so for me, what I found was manifesting in that instance was abandonment, infidelity, and neglect, right? And it was triggering those unmet inner child issues that I had, dealing with feeling wantedness, reliable presence, reassurance, and commitment, etc., right? And so when I was feeling those things, I was like not clear that that's what I was feeling. I just wanted to detach, okay? So now that I'm working on healing myself and healing my heart from within and make sure that I'm healthy and whole for the next person that comes into my life, I realized just how turbulent and how insane this was for me to even put myself in this. So I'm asking you guys a question. If you've ever been in a situation with somebody where you can relate to that feeling of it's up, it's down, it's left, it's right, it's turbulent, it's hot, it's cold, it's on, it's off. If you've ever experienced that before, can you put for me in the chat, please, a crying emoji? If you've ever experienced a relationship like that, can you put a crying emoji down in the chat? I wish I brought my book up here in the front because I would show you what it said about that, but I don't have it. Okay, we got crying emojis going on, so it ain't just me. Good morning, Queen. Okay, so what I want to tell you this morning is the obvious of what you know, but I'm not saying it from a place of shame or guilt or condemnation. I'm saying it from a space of information. That is the crevice of an unhealthy, low vibrational, karmic relationship. And again, y'all know I'm not saying it from a place of judgment. I'm saying it from a place of awareness. We deserve people who are going to be clear and consistent with us. I've been taking some notes in my phone just about things that I want, things that I don't want, etc. Okay? And I put in my phone the 5 C's, which is consistency, consideration, communication, collaboration, communication, compatibility, things like that. And I've also started to make sure that I emphasize the point about there being consideration. Because if a person is considerate of you, they are not going to keep you in the dark about anything. Like those disappearing acts, ooh, Lord, that triggers me. That triggers me out of this world. But it also is rooted, as I found out from that book, Grand Rising Tea, it also is rooted from childhood and poverty, because my mom had to, make decisions, and she had to leave. So I have unmet needs as a child because of that. And I never computed that poverty had something to do with abandonment issues. Okay? And so that book, y'all, I'm telling y'all, that book, y'all got to get that book, because that book, ooh, child, that book is definitely bussing. Okay? It is definitely putting you up on game about yourself and how you can realize when you see these symptoms in other people, you can protect your heart at all costs. All right, so let's keep going. The truth that you need to hear right now for your journey is doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. Doubt. Okay? So we got the power of purpose and we have doubt this morning. I release the need to know all the answers. So for me, I can't say how that's showing up for you right just yet, but for me, when I was talking about the ex that I had a dream about, I had to get to the point to where I released the need to know all the answers. I wanted clarity. I wanted to know precisely, what the cause and effect of you coming in, being hot, cold, in and out. I wanted to know all of that. And I finally got to the point where it was like, you know what? I don't need to know that. All I know is your behaviors right now are offensive to me. All I needed to know right now is that the communication has broken down. All I needed to know was that you're not being intentional, you're not being thoughtful, you're not being considerate, and it is abusive to my kindness. Is anybody else having a time like that in their relationship right now? Just raise your hand in the chat. If you're at that breaking point with somebody, can you just raise your hand in the chat? Yes, correct. Andrea says, like leaving the need for closure from someone else / giving it to yourself or myself. Yes. So, and we've had conversations even about closure, right? And how it is immature not to give somebody closure. But in this instance, I had to give it to myself, but it was not before I was ready to give it to myself. Okay? So, and that's a whole conversation by itself, right? All right, Spirit, how is this showing up for us in our lives today? How is this showing up in our lives today? So for those of you who are just joining, the earworm for today is, it's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we first began, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. The question is, what conversation do you have for me at this point? What conversation do you have for me at this point? All right, so here we go. It was just an odd dream. I don't understand why I dreamed about him at all. It is a song. That's what an earworm is. It is a song. Yep. So I woke up this morning, just recapping. I woke up. Immediately, my mind went back to my dream. Why am I dreaming about him? And when I recalled the dream, I heard that song playing. So it's like, what in the world is it? What is happening here, Spirit, and why? All right. Now, fill your cup. Fill your cup. So this is really about you learning how to love and show up for yourself. Okay. This is about you loving and showing up for yourself, filling your cup, making sure that you're healthy, making sure that you're whole and happy, that your needs are being met. Okay? It's all about, thank you, Shalonda. Shalonda says you're on point. It's about you making sure that you're happy and healthy and whole, and that you're having your needs met. That's what this is really all about, folks. It's not just about the other person, it's about you too. You know, and when we think about that in that complexity, we're talking about how do you show up and love yourself? Because as we've talked about here before, nobody really teaches you what self-love is. Let's be honest. If your parents taught you in your formative years what self-love actually looks like, I want you to put the little church finger up here in the chat. Hey, wow. If your parents taught you about self-love, I want you to put the finger up in the chat. Now, Andrea, you're right. It is about stepping up for yourselves. It's about showing up for yourselves, okay? Because I can tell you one thing for sure. Nobody teaches you about self-love. They expect you to know, though. So the question is, how do you learn how to love yourself? It's like showing up for a job that you ain't never had no work experience for. What do? You got to train somebody. But if nobody's training you, how do you know? Hey, James, welcome. All right, so let's get into this soul whisper for today. Spirit, what is the soul whisper that you have for us today? What is the soul whisper that you have for us today? Now, for those of you who are new to Pisces Tarot, this is the only time that you will see me read from a book because I like the messages. They're precise. You do have to give yourself grace throughout to learn along the way. Absolutely. You have to learn, yeah. But how do you learn? So you understand what I'm saying? If there is no template, no direction, no guidance, how do you learn? This is how we all learn bad habits, which in return creates additional trauma, which also creates additional blind spots, which also perpetuates the fact that you have more shadow work to do because you're learning bad habits, which are triggering, that are y'all understand what I'm saying? The world is diabolical. Okay, the world is crazy. All right. Now, it is very exhausting, but I will tell you that there's a book that I've been reading, and I hate that I don't have it in here with me. Because I can pass that information along. I'm not being I'm not being compensated to promote this book, but because I'm standing on it and I'm like, this is really eye-opening, I'm willing to share that information with y'all. Y'all know this is a community. Y'all know this is a community. All right, so desire. All right, so our whisper for today is desire. All right, so okay, Timothy, that's great. It is, but that's not what we're talking about. Desire. All right, here it is. This above all, to thy own self be true. William Shakespeare. Okay, William Shakespeare. Like a moth drawn to the flame, you find yourself mesmerized by something that takes up much of your focus, leaving you unable or unwilling to be swayed in another direction. Use your desire and focus on the task at hand with laser-like precision. Do not allow yourself to become distracted. It is common to put the wants and the needs of others before your own. Y'all, is this mic on? Have y'all heard? Is this not a summary of what we've just been talking about? Is this not a summary of what we've just been talking about? If you picking up what I'm putting down, can you just put the target in the chat? Thank you, Ratchy. Can you put the target in the chat? Let's continue. Many people have a natural tendency to care for others at the expense of self. Just remember that if you live your entire life catering to and appeasing others, it will only lead to stagnancy and resentment, that your own desires have been left by the wayside. You owe it to yourself to forge ahead with your truest desires. Cast aside the doubts and the opinions of others. Follow your heart to find the contentment of meeting your own desire. It is time to be true to yourself. This is about you yearning, craving, longing, and coveting. But this is also about you potentially being disinterested, reluctant, or experiencing reluctance distaste and indifference. Okay, so this is dealing with your sacral chakra. And then this is about, I am the willful creator of my own life, my own destiny, and it's by design. And so the moth finds itself mesmerized by the light, and as it is drawn towards it, representing the focus necessary to cultivate your deepest desires. Okay, so the earworm, let's go back to it. It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we first began, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. Whew. Let's collect these insights. What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Many of us are neglecting to love ourselves because we as the message said, the emphasis is always on what we can do for other people, being in service to other people, but it comes at our expense. You know, it comes at our expense. There we go. Still crooked. Sorry, y'all. I just realized that the table looked crooked. All right. Cycles. Hey, beloved. Is this microphone on? If y'all hearing me talk this morning and this stuff is coming out hot, if the tea is spewing hot this morning, can y'all put a microphone in the chat or some coffee in the chat? A coffee cup, a tea cup, or a microphone? If y'all, cycles, fates, karma, something ending, something beginning. Woo-wee. What is the news? Child. This better not have nothing to do with me. I'll tell you that. Because I'm going to be honest with you. I was a little shook that I was a little, I won't say shook that I dreamt about him, but I was just like, why am I dreaming about him? Like, why am I dreaming about him? Why? Why? Just why? Why am I dreaming about him? The cleanse, detox, ridding negativity, purification. So hey Cass, welcome back. Didn't I tell y'all that I just went through a cord cutting and all that stuff this morning? I mean, not this morning, at the beginning of this year. I said that in the beginning. Okay? So somebody is tired of going into cycles. There's a purpose for it. You're releasing doubt. You're releasing the need to want to know information. You're releasing it. You're focusing on yourself, your mental health, your clarity. You have the desire here to be there, but the desire is more so on healing yourself, healing your heart, healing from within. Now, I'm saying these things to you guys because I'm level setting and setting the expectation for how I came to this insight in earworm. But of course, this is not about me. This is about you too. We're sharing a human experience here. All right. So, what is the tea? Spirit, what is the tea? It's been a long time since I've seen you, my friend. Is that what he said? It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. Whew, sound like somebody here. I don't know. I get tired of telling y'all somebody from y'all past coming back, because I be feeling like y'all be thinking when I say that I just be wanting y'all past to come back, and I don't. But it feels like a lot of people have been in these low vibrational karmic relationships that are rooted in this negativity. And I can express what that is if you give me 1 second. I'm going to the picture now because the book is in my room. Okay, so themes of wounding within karmic couples are destructive, suffering, attack, defend mentality that are rooted in insecurity, violation, inadequacy, distrust, loss, feeling overwhelmed, judgment, and rejection. Okay? So that's what we're defining as a common couple. All right? Now, what is the T? You also may be dealing with forms of grief as well, not realizing that it's grief. A lot of times we want to compartmentalize grief to being like when a person passes away, but we don't talk about the effects of grief when people break up with people and people move on with their lives. And when you're ghosted and you don't know why this person is doing the things that they're doing. Or when they're hot and cold and you don't understand why. That imposes forms of grief as well. Always partying. Always partying. So maybe their focus is on having a good life and not necessarily focusing on the betterment of you or this relationship. Okay, they're always partying. What lies beneath this? That came out, but we're not going to talk about that. All right. That could be prevalent here, but, you know, we don't want to be flagged. All right, what is... Hey, Becky, welcome. Welcome back. What lies beneath all of this? Fighting for what you love, claiming what is yours. Love is a battlefield. Okay? Now, it says fighting, so that makes it in the present sense, but it could also be tied to you being tired of fighting for what you're wanting. Okay? Some of you might be tired of fighting for it. Thus, that's why you're cleansing. That's why you're preparing to walk away. When we look into the broken mirror, what do we see? Exactly. James says, I am tired AF. I know that's right. High value, the Empress, beautiful, sexy, abundant, and confident. Okay, so somebody does think that you add a lot of value to their lives. But it also could be, too, they value it enough to keep it, but they don't want it. They're not ready for it. All right. What is the true emotion here behind all this? What is the true emotion here behind all this? I know that's right. I like that. I add value everywhere I go. I like that. Oh, okay. Jezebel. Okay. We might have to switch this energy up just a little bit. Just a little bit. We'll see in a minute. What did the earworm say? It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we first began, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. Okay. What is the influential energy here? What is the yin and the yang? What in the world? What is happening? All right. Self-worth, high vibration, healing, unworthiness, expectation, and values. We definitely been talking about this morning. Ooh, child. Y'all head spinning yet? So let's see. Yes! What is the true crime here? Now, for those of you who are new to Pisces Tarot, this is the true crime deck. If anything too gruesome comes out, I will skip that and put it back. Hey! Yes, you need to find yourself again. I know that's right. Anything gruesome come out, we're going to skip over that. Right on back to something else. All right, here we go. The true crime in all of this is okay, so there's definitely some infidelity going on here. Hotel, motel, holiday inn. Say what? All right. Does this person love you or love you not? Does this person love you or do they not? Do they love you or do they not? Well, for one, I flipped the cards upside down. That one said, if you ask me, I'll say yes. But let's flip the cards over the right way. All right, here we go. Spirit, does this person love us or not? I find myself thinking about you a lot. Okay, so this person does have romantic feelings for you. They're always thinking about you. Okay. So then the question becomes, what is blocking this relationship from being successful? What is blocking? Hey, babe. What is causing this relationship from being successful? Stuck in the past. Let go of your ex completely so you can truly welcome a new love into your life. Whoop. Child, I'm trying to tell y'all. This doggone reading got us in circles already. All right, so let's realign this energy. I feel like person A is the person who was tired of the cycles. They went through a cleanse, okay? I feel like they are exploring their self-worth right now. That they are trying to vibrate high at a higher vibration, okay? To quote Oprah Winfrey, okay? You cannot, in order to meet the vibration, you got to be it. You can't be above it. You can't be below it, all right? So they're working on their self-values. They're healing their unworthiness, their expectations, and their values. I feel like they are letting go of the person in the past, okay? And I also feel as though they may have been tired of fighting for this, okay? They're tired of fighting for what they love. They're tired of being on that battlefield. Well, whereas we have somebody else who high value, okay? The Empress, the beautiful, sexy, abundant, and confident person may be always partying because they got it like that. They may be a Jezebel. Always at the hotel, motel, holiday inn, but they find themselves thinking about this other person a lot. Okay? Now, what's kind of interesting is that's kind of like similar to like, but not the same, but just very similar to like the situation I was telling y'all about, you know, my ex. It's like you come together, y'all hook up, y'all do what y'all do, but then you're back to the shenanigans, you know, and sometimes they may act like they've changed, most times they're not, you know. So it's really like, what do you do in these instances? Okay, what do you do in these instances? And I feel like Spirit is trying to teach you that even though you felt trapped in this circle, you felt trapped in this cycle where things are not being very progressive, Spirit is telling you it was purposeful for you to go through these things so that you can become a better person. Stop needing to know all the answers. Just release that doubt, okay? And just fill your cup, right? Stop giving love to other people, and then make sure that you are focusing on yourself. Are you talking about this, Virgo King? This is anxiety balm, but I put it on my fingers because it helps with my fingers so I don't get calluses. Okay, so this is basil and bergamot, but it's anxiety balm. All right, so it feels really good, like on my fingers. All right, if y'all ready to get into this reading and figure out whose business this is, I need to see those drums. I need to see those drums right now in the chat so we can go ahead and pull who business this is, because I don't know who business this is, but baby, when I tell you, this sound real nice and juicy. Okay, sound real nice and juicy. Business. Listen, I ain't mad at y'all. Thank you, beloved. I ain't mad at y'all. If y'all telling the truth and shaming the devil, good for you, sis, because I be embarrassed sometimes to be like, oh Lord, this is my business. Let's see, whose business is this? Whose business is this? Whose business is this? It's definitely an educational space for person A. Okay, person A has been going through the ringer with this person. Been going through the ringer for quite some time with this person. This is about you knowing that it's time for you to get back what you put into somebody else. It's time for you to stand on business. And some of you may have been, like case in point, I definitely have been standing on business, you know. Which is why I'm surprised that I had a dream about my ex. I just don't understand why I dreamt about him. I don't. Let's just be honest. I don't. I had not dreamed about him in a while. I thought I was clean and clear of that. All right, here we go. Person A. Ooh. Child, we got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius coming in this morning as, oh, let me clarify. Stop, pause. We got to rewind this because I got to give my disclaimer before, you know, for those of y'all that are new, let's go ahead and run this back so that we can do this right. All right. As we reflect upon the insights, okay, that we have obtained here and focus on the potential parties involved, it is important to know that you cannot discount any reading unless you know where your sun, moon, Venus, and rising placements are, because I'm reading for sun, moon, Venus, and rising. So when I called out air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, that applies to sun, moon, Venus, and rising. Okay, so if it don't fit you, it's okay. Just listen. Don't make a shoe fit that don't fit. Okay. So with that being said, we're talking about for sun, moon, Venus, and rising. Sun, moon, Venus, and rising. The Gemini, Libra, Aquarius folks are coming in as the Fool card in reverse. You're holding back, indecision, hesitation, recklessness, fearlessness, bad choices, and taking a risk. Okay? Taking a risk. Now, the other person who's involved with this could be a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Okay? Coming in as the Ace of Wands, which, okay, so when we talk about explicit activities like the Naked Olympics, the Ace of Wands represents that energy hard in tarot. Okay, so this is definitely a sexual energy here, okay? Represented. But it's coming in as the Ace of Wands, okay? So this is new projects, inspiration, urge to create, willpower, desire, potential, beginnings, new growth, and new opportunities. Okay. So, ciao. If y'all ready to get into this business, I need to see those magnifying glasses. Put those magnifying glasses down there in the chat, sugar. Because it sounds like we about to zoom in. We about to listen. We ain't going to judge. Okay? But we sure finna get into this business, though. Like, Y'all ready for this reading? I need to see the magnifying glasses. Let's go.
I should have followed my own. I should have followed my own intuition. I should have followed my own. I knew it. I should have followed my own. 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 Willing.
Ooh, child. I'm just stuck on this earworm for today. It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from when we first began, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. Okay. All right, Spirit, what's going on with these air and fire signs? Air and fire signs. Well, for one, you have the element of something being hot and cold already. So you have fire signs, which are hot and dry, and then you have air signs, which are cold and dry. Okay? Oh, excuse me, cold, wet and dry. Okay, wet and hot, I meant. So you automatically have that friction automatically, but you do need air to create fire. Okay? You do need air to have fire. So it's not like we're talking about something about incompatibility. That ain't it at all. You know, that's not it at all. I gotta ask questions. Spirit, in clear and precise messages, is this air and fire sign in this reading, the air and fire sign in this reading, are they a good match for one another? Are they a good fit for each other? Are they a good match for each other? Well, dog. All right. So, y'all ain't gonna believe this. It fell out in reverse, the Ten of Cups. Now, the Ten of Cups in reverse means shattered dreams, broken family, domestic harmony, disconnection, misalignment of values, struggling relationships. Okay? So this is not the happy ever after that you want it to really be. Okay? This is not the happy ever after that you really want it to be. It's a broken dream. It speaks about the heartache, right? The heartache, the disappointment, the frustration, the alienation, the neglect. Those negative adverse emotions that we talked about in the beginning of this reading before we even got to this point. Okay? So this is basically corroborating everything that we discussed leading up to this point. All right? So, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, your present energy. Now that we've talked about the foundational energy, now that we've talked about what may be going on, the dynamics of the relationship, your present energy is coming in as, woo, the Ten of Swords in reverse. Baby. Ooh-wee.
Oh man, not again.
Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Oh, my fellow folks, my fellow Americans. There is some regret that you may feel like you stayed too long in this situation. There is a feeling of I betrayed myself by staying in this situation with this person for all this time. I've been stabbed in the back. I've been betrayed. I felt neglected. I feel disrespected. You understand? It is a whole heap of feelings going on here. All right? And what is perplexing is that you still have the heart and the compassion for this person to still show up and to still be present and to still go through this relationship with this person and still be willing to want to work things out. But I also feel like you've gotten to the point where it's like, I'm tired of being in this circle, this pattern. Okay? What is the purpose of all of this? Remember what I told y'all in the beginning. I came to the conclusion with my ex that I was just going to be done with it. I said, you know what? I surrender. I give up. I don't care if this is a twin flame. I don't care if this is a soulmate. I don't care what anybody has ever told me about this person. I don't care what kind of connection it is. I am releasing the need to want to have that understanding. Okay? I am not willing to put myself in this compromised situation anymore. I'm releasing the doubt. Okay? I'm releasing whatever it is. I'm pouring into myself. Okay, by making sure that I focus on filling my own cup first. It's the first 3 cards that we pulled out. Because I came to the realization that I'm desiring something from a person who's unwilling to give and to compromise and to meet me halfway. And while it pained me to come to this realization, I had to come to the understanding that I am playing myself if I continue to allow you to come into my world and disrupt it in the way that you have. If this is hitting home this morning, can you put the door in the chat? If anything that I've shared with you so far is hitting home this morning, can you hit the door in the chat? Because I really feel like this is something that is going on in the collective, and I feel like we are just not really talking about what that is looking like in real time for many of us. Now, this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is interesting. You guys are coming in. I'm trying to really put my finger on this energy because it makes sense, but I'm trying to ascertain who's the masculine and who's the feminine energy here today. So I'm just gonna keep it general. But I definitely feel like this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, I mean, just knowing what I know about Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, okay? Especially Sagittarius. I'm not coming for y'all. I'm just telling y'all the truth. No, sir. Spiritual advisory. No. Not doing this, okay? Now, hold that thought, y'all. Now, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, what I know about you, especially Sagittarius, y'all.
So I've been asked my opinion.
Y'all really like to think outside the box. Y'all really like to be, committal, very open. And which is nothing wrong with that, okay? It's nothing wrong with that at all, right? There's nothing wrong with you being, free with your sexuality. So I'm not surprised that this energy is coming up for you, especially with this. Remember what I told y'all, this Ace of Wands, okay? So that's very high, strong sexual energy, okay? So whenever we talk about Sagittarius, Aries, and Leos, right? We're talking about people who are very much so masculine energy, but very much so like dominant, you know, like I'm here. Like it's hard to really describe it. But nevertheless, the energy that's present here is that of somebody who likes to have a good time, likes to be a little bit promiscuous, likes to be outside, okay, if you can catch my drift, all right? So this person is coming through is very much so being a non-committal person, somebody who wants to have their options open. They want to be able to have fun and flexibility. They don't care where it's coming from. They're going to have a good time. Okay. So, you know, you're used to being attractive. You're used to being abundant and confident, having your way, you know, being able to have a party and a good time, being a Jezebel, if you will, go to the hotel, the motel, the Holiday Inn. But at the end of the day, when all of that has subsided, you're over here thinking about this other person. At some point, all that stuff gets old. Okay, all of that stuff gets old. And it feels like at the end of the day, once you finish doing what you're doing, sowing your royal oaks, you're over here thinking about this other person. Okay? And it's a crazy, crazy, crazy energy, right? Your present energy is coming in right. What did I just say? Y'all over here thinking about this other person. With this Page of Cups. Okay? Y'all see this? Let me hold it up close. Y'all see this? His heart is calling for somebody else, but he's trying to focus on everything else. You see what I'm saying? Like he's should be thinking about money, should be thinking about other things, but instead he over here in his head thinking about love. Okay? When we also talk about the Page of Cups, we also talk about immaturity, right? So in the spirit of things, okay, in the spirit of things, this person is very immature in how they're showing up for you when it comes to love. They're not articulating themselves. They are festering a lot of this negative karmic energy that you're experiencing in this relationship or may have experienced in this relationship. And it's not going anywhere, which is why this is becoming a cycle, right? This is a cycle of them coming, going, coming, going. I'm in, I'm out. I'm off, I'm on. You understand? This is such a negative, draining energy in which somebody had to make the decision that this is not what I'm going to do with my time anymore. Okay? It's like the awakening has finally occurred where it's like, you know what? I'm good. This ain't it no more. I told y'all when I was speaking from my personal experience, towards the end of last year, I was thinking about the person that I had the dream about last night or this morning. And I said to myself, I said, I am not going to do this anymore. I don't care if I got to go do a cord cut. Like I had been teetering about this cord cutting for 3 years. But I said, it's time. This is not healthy. I open up the door, I let you in, you slam it in my face. I allow you to come back. You disappear. Y'all understand what I'm saying? If y'all have had this type of energy in your relationships, let's be real honest. If you've had this hot and cold energy in your relationships with this particular person that you're thinking about right now, can you put in the chat for me, black hearts? Just put in the chat for me, black hearts. Because I feel like there's been a coldness here for quite some time. But you have one person holding on, keeping the light on for him like you at the Motel 6. And the other person is over here just like, I don't get it. I don't understand. Yeah, a lot of black hearts in the chat. All right, here we go. So what is the positive in this? Welcome back, Ken. What is the positive in all of this? Well, the positive is that I feel as though Gemini, Libra, Aquarius are finding their confidence back with this Knight of Wands. Okay? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is like, you know what? It's time for me to start to beat to my own drum. It's time for me to start to focus on how I can make myself happy and heal and whole, right? It's time for me to focus on the things that are going to bring life and give life to me, because I'm depleting myself. I am over here depleting myself, giving you continuous unconditional love and support. I'm over here giving you all the best years of my life, the best quality of my love. I'm giving this to you. And all am I getting in return is what? Your butt to kiss? And so again, it goes back to the revelation of understanding that this is no longer a valid situation for you anymore. It is time for you, thank you, T. It is time for you to take back those feelings and those emotions. It's not because you wanted to, it's just because you come to the realization that this person is unappreciative.
I see you. We good. Okay. We good. I see. We see each other. We see each other. We good.
So I accidentally pulled the little plug, so it might glitch there, and I apologize if that happened to you. All right, so there's been this renewal, okay, which is the positive thing that could have happened for you, because you needed to level set. You needed to have this awakening, if you will, okay? You needed to get to the point of where it's just like, you know what? I love you, but I need to love myself more. And as we've discussed, who is teaching you how to love yourself? The internet? I mean, let's be honest. You know, you got all these folks running around here talking about how valued is. What else is the other popular word? What else are the little negative terminologies people want to put out here? And everybody running around here putting money in these podcasters' hands so that they can keep you feeling disenfranchised and disempowered, right? Everybody's running around here, you know. I hate that, right? No one's helping you heal, but they are helping you, helping tear you down. Okay? Keeping you in that psychotic box of, I'm not good enough. Or creating these false narratives about what you are when you're not. Okay? You're not healed, but you got this thing over here telling you that you healed. Like not that you're healed per se, but that you're worth more than what you really are. Like the superficial values. I'll give you an example. That guy that I saw it, I think it was on TikTok or somewhere, I don't know, but he was somewhere. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The little black guy that was like, he knows he's a high value man. And so when the girl asked him what qualifies him as a high value man, the first thing he said, well, I'm 6'3" or 6'4", only 80% of people, whatever he said, that's, you know, things about I make over 6 figures. Nothing about character. All superficial things. Log off the computer, y'all. Okay? Now, the consequence here is the Page of Swords in reverse. All right? So, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you may have heard through the grapevine about this person's other endeavors. You may have started to pick up on things from behaviors, you know, starting to see signs, but it's definitely been some type of information gathered, okay, where you've come to the conclusion that not only is this person showing you with their behaviors and deeds that they're not true, that they're not real, okay, that they're disinterested, but now you're actually starting to gain concrete evidence that this person is playing games with you. And it does not make you feel good at all. You're actually feeling like this is pretty much so embarrassing. Okay. You may be feeling as though you did not see, thank you, Becky, for my gift. You may feel like you have ignored a lot of signs, in which you have, okay, you absolutely have. But I feel like this has been one of those instances where it's like you tried your best to love unconditionally because you thought that this was going to be the it for you, right? And so you found yourself overlooking a lot of these things, and it has been brought to your attention that this person is not exactly who or what you thought they were. And let's be honest, that can be a little perplexing by itself. When you come to the realization that there is no Santa Claus, think about how disheartening that is. When you come to the realization that your person is not perfect, that they have flaws, think about how upsetting that can potentially be for somebody. Okay? So it definitely feels as though there was some type of discovery made. But the thing is whatever that revelation was, even though it was a consequence to this relationship as it stands, it was a positive for you, because now you finally see what you're really dealing with. This is who you are at your heart, at your core. This is who you are. And you're not the man or the woman that I thought that you were. You're not giving me the vibe. You're not the wave that I thought you were. And that may have caused some heartache and some disruption in how you're feeling about yourself. It may have broken your self-esteem just a little bit, because it's just like, how do I get out of these dead-end, negative, toxic, volatile relationships? Okay? So you may have been experiencing that as well. Now, what this is trying to teach you is, beloved says, woo, you calling me out, ain't you? No, not really. We just having listen, y'all know me. This is Auntie Mimi. I listen, I don't judge, okay? We all been a fool in love before, and baby, today just might be your turn, okay? Now, woo, child. Spirit talking though today. Good God Almighty. Now, what is this trying to teach you? Glad you asked. The relationship that you're looking for ain't here, sweet pea. Whatever it is that you thought was here in this relationship is not here. Okay? Thank you, Ken. Ken said, you definitely on point. Whatever you thought this person was going to ever... Hey, Teach, good morning. Welcome back. Whatever it is that you thought this person was offering you, child, they ain't offering you nothing. They ain't offering you nothing.
Oh, a bunch of bullshit.
It ain't nothing. Whatever plans they told you, whatever promises that they made, it was all just fugazi. It was all conversation. So I'll give you a case in point, if you don't understand what I mean. Y'all know how when women are dating people and y'all start to just loosely have conversation around marriage, and it's just like, what are your dreams about marriage? How do you want your marriage to be? What kind of ring do you want? Where would you like to get married? You know, like those little conversations, not necessarily meaning they're intentional conversations that are going to necessitate an outcome of marriage, but this is literally just that of, we're just having conversations about marriage. Okay? But for some reason, Andrea says, those conversations. Yep. For some reason, women tend to think just because you're having those conversations, that means this person is interested in marrying you. Right? And the reality is, it's just a conversation. We're just talking about it. It's no different than talking to somebody about what's on your bucket list. Where would you like to travel next? I would like to go to Bora Bora. Ooh, for real? Me too. I like Bora Bora. Let's go there. We should go there one day. That doesn't mean that they're taking you to Bora Bora. Y'all just having a conversation about traveling to Bora Bora. You see what I'm saying? So, the conversations that may have been had in this relationship may have seemingly offered you more stability and more direction and comfort, but the reality is that's not really particularly what their heart's intentions were. They were just talking just to have a conversation. Okay? You can talk to a stranger about what your dream wedding looks like. That doesn't mean that the stranger is going to propose to you and actually marry you in that moment. Okay? So, this was very misleading, I feel like, for this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, which is also contributing to how they got in this cycle that they're trying to free themselves from. This is also going back to why healing that sense of unworthiness, because I do feel like this was pulling on their self-esteem, and this was filtering a lot of negative self-talk and imposing a lot of negative beliefs or limiting beliefs about what love looks like. And it's also was pretty much keeping you stuck in the past, right? Because you felt like you were bound and locked to somebody else that was going to be willing to step up and willing to do these different things. And the reality is there was no action put behind it. There was no action put behind it at all. So you're in it, you're going through it, but you ain't going nowhere. Okay? So let me give you an illustration of what this looks like. You get in a car, the car is parked, your foot is on the brake, but you hitting the gas. Just because you revving that engine don't mean you're going anywhere. Okay? If you've ever, let's just be honest, because I mean I've been asking y'all, but I want to check y'all temperature because y'all quiet this morning. If you have ever been in a relationship with anybody, if you've ever talked to somebody or was dating somebody, because I'm not going to say in a relationship because this does not sound like a relationship. A relationship is mutual and it goes both ways. If you have ever been in a acquaintance or in a talking to with someone, whatever you want to call it, a situationship, whatever you want to call it, and you felt like it was a lot of talk and no action, a lot of revving of the engine, but y'all never went anywhere or y'all not going anywhere. If you have ever experienced that in a relationship or situationship, whatever you want to call it, can you please put a broken heart down in the chat? Put a broken heart in the chat. I'm telling you, babe, Bora Bora is on my travel list. That's where I'm going on my honeymoon. Yes, Lord, I am going to Bora Bora. I do not look forward to being on a plane for 16 hours, but as long as I'm there with you, boo, we doing it. Yep. A lot of broken hearts. A lot of missed messaging. A lot of missed signals, right? Mixed signals, not missed signals. Okay. So, that's what this is trying to teach you. Okay, that's exactly what this is trying to teach you. Now, what you need to do to heal. Now, this is going to be the mic dropper here. Woo! Then I called it. You got the 9 of Swords in reverse. I got a woosah on that one. You got the 9 of Swords. It's time for you to release this person. It is time for you to release this person. All right? It had a purpose. It's time for you to let go of the need of having all the answers with this doubt. It's time for you to fill your cup. Okay? It is time for you to desire somebody who wants you. Okay? It is time. Let us go back and replay what the message is for that card for today. Because a lot of y'all might have missed it. Desire. This above all, to thine own self be true. William Shakespeare. Now, if y'all don't know nothing else about Shakespeare, I know y'all know that. Okay? Like a moth drawn to the flame, you find yourself mesmerized by something which takes up much of your focus, leaving you unable or unwilling to be swayed in another direction. Use your desire to focus on the task at hand with laser-like precision. Do not allow yourself to become distracted. It is common to put the wants and the needs of others before your own. Many people have a natural tendency to care for others at the expense of self. Just remember that if you live your entire life catering to and appeasing others, it will only lead to stagnancy and resentment of that your own desires have been left by the wayside. You owe it to yourself to forge ahead with your truest desires. Cast aside your doubts and the opinions of others. Follow your heart to find the contentment of meeting your own desire. It is time to be true to yourself. Now, I don't know when you came in. I don't know where you came in. I don't know how you came in. But for those of you who've been with me for the last hour and some change, if you know that this is what I've been talking about the whole time you've been here, okay, I need you to put white hearts in the chat. Because I feel like Spirit is being very clear about what the directive is for you. The directive is for you to let go, release, okay? This is a cycle. This is karmic, okay? This is fate, something ending so that something can begin, okay? It's time for you to go through this cleanse, detox, okay? Get rid of the negativity, purify your heart, okay? You may have been fighting for what you love, claiming what's yours is a battlefield, but now you done lost that battle. You done lost that battle. It's time to just take your L and go home. It's time for you to focus on your self-worth. Be high vibrational, okay? Heal any unworthiness that you may have. Yesterday, we talked about expectations and values and how that can affect you. You might need to release those expectations. Level set what's truly valuable and important to you. Stop being stuck in the past. Let go of your ex so that you can truly welcome a new love into your life. It is all right here. And we pulled that card out within the first, 15 minutes of the reading? If you don't believe me, okay, we started out with the power of purpose and you being right on target for where you need to be. We then talked about the need to release doubt and having all the answers. We then talked about the importance of why you need to fill your own cup. If you don't believe me, go ahead and watch the playback. It's on YouTube. I ain't got nothing to prove to you. I'm just reiterating the fact that Spirit has been communicating all morning long. And it all started with me having a dream about my ex and hearing that song. That's how this all started. Okay? Let me run back the earworm for those of you who are just now joining. This is Wiz Khalifa. See you again. It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we first began. Oh, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. Okay, good morning, Kay. So, baby, I'm telling you, Spirit is being very clear with you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You cannot afford to entertain this nonsense anymore. Why? I'm so glad you asked. Because this person is busy doing them. They're focusing on partying, okay? They got their little options, okay, with the people who are loose that don't have the same morals and values, and they always outside and doing whatever they gonna do. Let them be them, okay? They always at the hotel, motel, and the Holiday Inn. But at the end of the day, after they done all of that, good morning, Twani, after they done all of that, they at home thinking about you. Thinking about me don't help me not one bit. I don't need you to think about me. I need you to be about me. If y'all sick and tired of being sick and tired, I need y'all to write in the chat. I don't need you thinking about me. I need you to be about me. Do y'all understand what that means? I don't need you just telling me in theory and in jest, I think about you. What in the world does that mean? Help me understand. What does thinking about me do? Let's write that down in chat. I'm about to write that down in chat. I don't need you. I don't need you to think about me. I need you to be about me. And I'm going to put be in big letters, about me. Okay? I don't need you thinking about me. I need you to be about me. Okay? I need you to be about me. And if that's what type of time you on right now, I want you to write that down in the chat. I don't need you to think about me. I need you to be about me. I need you not to be playing about me. I don't need you trying to compromise me. I don't need you trying to manipulate me for personal gain. I don't need you lying to me, which is a form of manipulation, for personal gain. don't need you playing in my face, gaslighting me, breadcrumbing me, stringing me along. I don't need you shaming me by making me feel humiliated and stupid for staying with you. Now you got me over here feeling like Mary J. Blige, not gonna cry. Don't have me over here feeling stupid because I stayed with your raggedy. Okay? Don't do that to me. Oh, y'all ain't ready for real love. Ain't nobody said nothing about, I don't think you needing about, I don't need you thinking about me. I need you to be about me. Y'all ain't ready for no real love. Y'all want to be in these toxics. Ooh, y'all should have, listen, when I said that, the church should have said amen, okay? Somebody should have been shouting and running all around and doing all of that other stuff like that. But instead, y'all over here quiet. I don't know if I'm over here hitting y'all parked car now, but y'all quiet this morning. One day y'all will get tired. That's all I'm going to say. One day you'll get tired. I can't tell you when to be tired, but all I know is one day you will get tired. Okay? I'm trying to tell you, I'm over here feeling like Mary J. Blige. 11 years. I ain't going to do that this morning. I wasn't tired until I was tired. You understand? I wasn't tired until I was tired. And nobody can tell you when you're going to be tired. But you know when you're tired. You know. I just told y'all, I let this man play with me for almost 3 years. And I said, you know what? This will not be another one of those years. Beautiful day, baby. I said, this will not be another one of these years. Thank you, sunshine. I said, I deserve somebody who's not going to play with me when it's convenient. I need somebody that's going to show up for me. I need a grown man. I have real life problems going on. And this is not protecting me or taking me out of that space of desperation. It's putting me in that space of desperation. Relationships are supposed to have fundamental emotional support and safe haven, psychological safety. I'm not supposed to be on defense when I come and be with you, boo. I'm supposed to be able to relax around you, not be all uptight. And we playing these attack and defend games. I'm supposed to be able to trust that when I'm talking to you and I'm being vulnerable with you and I'm in a fragile state, that you're going to protect my heart at all costs. Not play with it. And that's what's happening here. The best thing in life is when you telling your partner about a life problem that you have, a crisis, and they offer a solution. That's the best feeling in the world. The worst feeling in the world is when they're not even listening. They just hearing you talk. Because they're not invested in what happens to you. Or how it happens to you. Or they don't care about how it's affecting you. Y'all understand what I'm saying to y'all this morning? It's time for you to cut the cord. It's time for you to release yourself. Free yourself. You know, Fantasia had a song called Free Yourself. She said, if you don't want me, then don't talk to me. Go ahead and free yourself. Guess what? I ain't waiting for you to free me no more. I'm freeing myself. Now we over here at the Bittersweet. Y'all don't get me singing, oh, oh. I'm telling you. When she hit that note, let me tell you. When she hit that ding, 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 I'm telling you. I don't care where I am. I'm going to stop everything. I'm going to sing to the top of my lungs. I'm going to be all off key. I'm going to be off note. I'm going to be off pitch. I don't give a damn. I am singing to the top of my lungs, okay? I am going to sing it and I'm going to replay it again and again and again and again because I am going to keep telling myself, every now and then I still get a flashback. Ooh! Thinking you can be the one. Oh. Oh! Let me tell you. It was too much for my mind. So even though I left you, I can't forget you. Let me tell you, Candy did that. Candy Burris, yes, ma'am, yes, sir. Go listen to that record. When I tell you, Missy, what? Let me tell y'all. Y'all know how when Fantasia gets to sing and she take her shoes off? Baby, I will take my shoe off and throw it at you. Okay? I'm trying to tell y'all. Listen to her sing that song live. Woo-hoo. I feel like that little Wayne just. Woo-hoo. Turn off all that depressing music and turn on something that's going to make you feel empowered to stand on business. When I think about you, it's bittersweet. It's bittersweet. Yes, I'll always love you. Yeah. Yes, I'll always love you. Okay, I'll always love you. It's going to be bittersweet. I wish you well, but I will never come back to this place again. I will never give you the opportunity to, good night, I will never give you the opportunity to, again. I'll never get that to you again. I will never get that to you again. My mama name ain't Charmin. My daddy name ain't Scott. I'm not no toilet paper. Okay? So that's what it is. All right? I've given you space. I've given you ample time and opportunity. Now it's time for you to get off the pot. You may be feeling like this is very impulsive and irrational for you to do this. Because I'm telling you, surely as today is what? Thursday? It's time for you to let this go. You may feel like you need to have a conversation with this person. You need to warm up. No, you don't owe them nothing. This mother trucker come calling you out the blue. Hang up the phone. Ain't nothing to talk about. Now, what's important is this is the first major arcana that we've gotten today, which means this is a major life decision for you. You're going to improve your quality of life just by getting them out your system. Just by getting them out of your system. That's why this is important. The power of purpose. Your life is dependent on you. Your quality of life is important for you to leave this person alone. It's important for you to leave this person alone. But if you sitting over here acting like you in a daze, you in a fog, you don't know what's going on, acting like you stuck, you stranded on the side of the road, you ain't got no cell phone reception, you ain't got no AAA, you ain't got nothing. You just broke down on the side of the road, flashing lights. It's time for you to wake up. You about to get hit by a big old bus. How many times you got to be coming to that point where it's a near hit experience? How many times? This is about you. This is changing you to make you a better person. And you've been resisting it. Why are you so scared of growing up? Why are you so scared of putting on your big boy panties? Or your big girl panties, big boy drawers, whatever it is. Y'all ever notice when little kids are growing up how excited they are about becoming a big person? They are so excited about growing up to becoming a big boy, a big girl. They are so excited. Good morning, Evelyn. I got a video of my son when he turned 5, and I went in there and I went to go wake him up. And he woke up. He was like, yay, I'm 5, yay. Kids are so excited about maturing. Even adults are still so excited about maturing. We excited until we turn 30. Then you just be like, then you just be like, I'm in a fall. And then maybe when you get around 45, 50, then you start to get your pizzazz back. But everybody is so excited about growing up until it's time for you to grow up. And this is a you growing up moment. This is a you growing up, and this is a you glowing up moment. But why don't you want to go through it? It was painful for me to go get that cord cutting ceremony done. I was scared to do it. But now that I'm free, child, you can't tell me, hey Terry, you can't tell me nothing. That's why I'm really confused as to why he came up in my dream last night. And me hearing this, it's been a long day without you, my friend. And I tell you all about it when I see you again. What you want to see me for? We ain't got nothing to discuss.
God.
Now, this is a decision that you do not want to make, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I've been talking about it all this time. I just said it. You don't want to make this decision. You don't want to go through the motions. You feel as though this is unnecessary. But all morning long, Spirit's been telling you it is required. This is a necessity. It's time for you to move on with your life. Period. Okay? You over here living your life trying to act like you ain't bothered, trying to act like everything is all good, trying to act like, you know, you ain't hurt.
Child. Anyway, so
You trying to ignore Spirit, you gonna keep on, and then one day he gonna hit you upside the head. Get out while you can. Get out while you can. Holding on to this is only going to set you up for a disaster in the long run. Get out while you can. Good morning, Belinda. Welcome back. Get out while you can. Okay? Yeah, this person got the magic stick. Yeah. They got the magic stick or the honey pot or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, they got all that going on, but it's unhealthy. So why attach yourself to something that's so deadly to you? Why? I got the magic stick. I don't know what kind of magic stick you got going on. Or what kind of magic you doing. But I don't want that. No, Lord. My granny used to say that. Well, she would when she would hear something that was crazy, she'd be like, no, Lord. No, Lord, not me. I wish my granny was still alive because I would get her on tape saying that. No, Lord. I declare. Not me, Jesus. Not me. All right. So anyway, let's move on. Woo-wee. I'm trying to tell you. I got the magic stick. Listen. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. Kay said, my mama said they around here acting like they got the golden tip. Stop it. I'm trying to tell you. I'm telling you, my granny be like, no, no. My granny used to be up all night. I'm gonna tell y'all this real quick, and I'm gonna clarify. My granny used to be up all in the middle of the night on the phone with her best friend, right? And her name was Peasley. So you Peasley? Lord have mercy. No, Lord, not me. Oh, Lord. Peasley, I do declare, Lord have mercy. Peasley, you're crazy, Peasley. And then she would just crack up laughing. Now, what in the world was her and Peasley? What was Leola and Peasley talking about at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning in their 80s? I have no idea. No idea. But my granny would have that phone and she'd be like, Lord Peasley, I declare, show up, girl. No, Lord, not me. Who doing? What is these 80-year-olds talking about at 3 o'clock in the morning? Waking up the whole house, cracking up laughing like kids. Okay? Anyway. All right, so let's clarify. Well, for one, it's time for you to let go of this vision, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, that this person is going to ever be what you want them to be. You are waiting for them to give you something that they're never going to give you. They're never going to give it to you. You running around here. I know that's right. I don't need somebody to talk about me or to think about me. I need them to be about me. Ain't that what we said? I don't want you thinking about me. I need you to be about me. Be about me. Stand on business about me, right? That's what we said, babe. That's what we said. Okay? So we definitely are dealing with somebody who we are thinking that they're going to eventually turn around. They're going to eventually come to their senses. They're going to eventually want to invest in this situation. They're not going to want to invest into this situation. Okay? So Spirit is telling you today that if you keep on holding on and if you keep on deciding to waste your time here, that is a you problem. You are choosing to waste your time. That has nothing to do with them. At this point, this is like you trying to make a phone call on Skype. It ain't gonna work. Hey, Flora, welcome back. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. Stop wasting your time pursuing somebody who's over here thinking, I got the magic stick. Or, you know, I got that honey pot, poom, poom. You know, I just thought about Young Miami for some reason. I don't know what her sign is. I think she's an Aquarius, but I thought about her when I said, I got the honey pot, poom, poom. Yeah, you looking real dumb right now, too. Okay? You looking real foolish right now. Now, we got the Page of Pentacles here. All right? We got the Page of Pentacles here. This is never going to give you, I keep saying it. You keep looking for love. You keep looking for joy. You keep looking for compassion and harmony here. You keep looking for all of the things in the wrong places and then wondering why you can't find what you're looking for. It's time for you to leave this person alone. It's time for you to position yourself in a place where you're healthy, where you're happy, where you're cognizant of the decisions that you're making. It is time for you to free yourself. Yes, it's bittersweet. Hey, Shay, welcome back. Yes, it's bittersweet. Yes, I'll always love you, yeah. When we were together, you ain't treat me right. Damn, I really loved you. I ain't gonna lie. Because when I think about you, it's bittersweet. It's time to boss up. That's right, Terry. It's time to boss up. And what you're being encouraged to do today is to stop looking for it here and to start looking for it here. Go within. Find that love in yourself so that when you come across the person who is coming your way, like is going to attract like. Girl, oh, it's too early in the morning for that. I'm gonna be in a carpool lot bumping that song. They're gonna be like, what is she going through? Nothing. Hallelujah, mind your business, okay? All right, now, y'all gonna take that leap of faith and try to cut this person off. This is the second time this card has come up in your energy. This is your energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is you. This is you. You finally going to take that step of faith. All your praying, you've been asking God to deliver you. Well, here it is. You've been asking God to give you the willpower. Well, here it is. You've been asking God to show you some illumination and light the way that you used to go. Order your steps. Here it is. Here it is, y'all. Here it is. So now that is here, what you gonna do with it? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Okay, what you gonna do? Make it make sense. Have the courage to move forward. Have the courage to walk alone. Have the courage to fall off the cliff. Remember, I told y'all here, this is a major life decision that is predicated on this. So now that you have finally taken that leap, you are at the beginning of a spiritual journey. That's what the Fool card represents in tarot. The Fool card is the very first card in the tarot deck. It is also the very first card that is in the major arcana section. This has a major life consequence, which can be good or bad, okay? So don't think that when I say consequence, we always think about consequences as being adverse. This is a positive thing for you to leave this person alone and to move with your life. Be like a child. Be inquisitive. Be curious. Do those things. Because this is for you. You're going to be protected. You're going to be guided. You're going to have everything that you need. It ain't about them. It's about you. This is about you. It's all about you. You may need to take a break from dating. Okay? You may need to relax for a while. Go through that inner healing that you need. Okay? Focus on your growth and your stability and your protection. Focus on that. Okay? You're going places. You don't see it. Subconsciously, you're going places. Subconsciously, you're freeing yourself. This is about you healing your emotions. Again, filling your cup. This is about you reflecting and you acknowledging and you assessing. I unwillingly put myself in damaging and compromising places in this relationship because I didn't even know that I was hurt. I didn't even know I was wounded. I didn't even know that I was, you know how you go, I don't know if y'all ever went paintballing or, you be playing cops and robbers with the BB guns. Or even if you think about it, like when people wear bulletproof vests and you got shot, but it hit the bulletproof vest. I didn't even know I was hit. Now that's an exaggeration. You do know that you're hit. Good morning, Kizobia. Kizoba. I hope I said that right. Good morning. You do know you hit when you got on a bulletproof vest. But the point is sometimes you didn't even know you got hit because you didn't feel it. I didn't even know I was wounded. Sometimes you can injure yourself and you be bleeding and you don't even know you bleeding until somebody else tell you bleeding. And then you like,
stop it. What?
Then you go look and you like, why am I bleeding? Okay? So you might not even have even known that you were injured. All right? But look, you go, listen, at the bottom of the deck, it's the Strength card in reverse. We talked about it. I said, stop being scared to grow up. Y'all heard me when I said that. If you heard me say that, I want you right now to put the fire in the chat because I know you heard me say that. I know you heard me say that. We had a whole conversation about how kids are so excited to grow up and mature, and then for some reason when we want to grow up until it's time for us to grow up, we scared to grow up. What you scared for? What you scared for? You'd rather hold on to an anchor that's going to have you sinking on a ship than to jump off and take your chances to swim. You better be like Rose in the Titanic. I'll never forget you, Jack. And take yourself on about your business. It's bittersweet. But it is what it is. I ain't got nothing for you. I ain't got nothing for you. It's been a long day since I seen you, my friend, a long time. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. What am I seeing you again for? Remember I told y'all, I said, why did I dream about them? And why did I hear that song? I'm not even happy that I'm even telling you that that happened to me. Just why? 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 Just why? I was having a good 3 weeks without you interrupting my peace. And here I am sleeping for once. Enjoying my rest. And here you come popping up in my dream. Let's go ahead and close out this reading and see what's going to happen in the potential final outcome. All right, shall we? Looking for my cards. All right, here we go. I wanted to use these cards. I love these cards. These cards are it. Then we got to look at the shadow work for what this is trying to teach you. But then we got to look at angel numbers for what we might be seeing, among others. All right, here we go. Good morning for the love of blondes. Yes, Pisces. Whoop, whoop. If this reading is hitting home for you this morning, can you put down in the chat the cooking scrambled eggs? If this is hitting home for you, can you put down in the chat the cooking scrambled eggs? All right. Now, as we shift to final outcome, I say potential final outcome because I can't predict free will. I can only tell you what I'm seeing energetically. Okay? But you have the right to control the narrative. And if you don't like it, change it. Okay? If you don't like it, change it. But I definitely think that you guys... Okay. Oh, yeah. Thank you for the love of blondes for saying that. You guys, if you are just not joining the reading, or if you missed a part of the reading, because we have been here for a couple hours now, and for future state TikTok, come Sunday, when we can't all log on, I need you to go ahead right now, click my bio, go down to my YouTube page, and go subscribe to my YouTube channel right now. I am live across YouTube right now, and you will be able to go back and not only play this reading, but you'll be able to catch all the other readings that have been happening in the past, in addition to future readings that are coming, because I will only be streaming on YouTube moving forward, okay? So I know that's going to be a shift for y'all, but I'm telling y'all, y'all know about what time I get on here, okay? So I will try to do a better job of scheduling my lives, but you know, some days I come earlier, some days I don't, but regardless, it'll be there for you to catch, okay? All right, so here we go. Spirit, what is the final outcome for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius? All right, the lovers. Woo! You got the lovers. Now, remember when I told y'all, okay, that soon as you leave this person alone, the new love of your life is coming in. And remember I told y'all it came up in two places, okay? It came up number 1 in the cycles, fate, karma, something ending, but y'all see this fine print? Something beginning. Okay, that's the first clue. This was purposeful. All right. The second clue, let go of your ex completely so you can truly welcome new love into your life. All right, that's the second clue. I also told you around here when we hit that first major arcana that the moment you make the decision to cut this off, you will have a different changing life experience. Yeah. Okay, so Kay says, you told me that. Yeah, I did. So I'm telling you, the moment you cut this person off and you start going through the healing that you need to go through, you will come across the person that you need to come across that's going to be the person for you. This is why it's important for you to now understand you don't need no more answers for this person. You don't need no more explanation. I don't care what they say. I don't care how they say it. I don't care if they come to you on bending knees, standing in the rain, singing, doing whatever they doing, talking about some.
I can explain.
Ain't nothing to explain. We done clarified. It's nothing here but shattered dreams, a broken family, domestic disharmony, disconnection, misaligned values, and struggling relationships. It's time for you to fill your own cup. We've talked about it. I even double back down on when we talked about desire and how it's not okay for you to put someone else's needs and wants above yours. We talked about it. So I'm telling you, the moment you leave this person alone, you're going to come across somebody who is going to be the perfect match for you. Okay? This is also major arcana. Okay? That's going to change you. That's why I said you're taking a leap of faith. Nose itching. Hold on. Excuse me. So the Lovers represents Gemini energy, which is also your energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, so this person could be a Gemini, maybe not. All right. But this is also duality. Okay, that perfect balance, that perfect harmony. This is partnership, this is support. This is all the things that you want your relationship to be. Okay. What else may happen, Spirit? You got the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, okay? Now, this person, the way that this person comes around for you, this may kind of creep you out, okay? This person may actually, it may catch you off guard. Because when you go from being, you know, so on edge and so on defense and guarded about your heart and the integrity of it, and you're just like, you know what, I don't want nobody in my space, and this person keeps showing up for you, this person keeps wanting to be around you, this person keeps, they won't give up on you. You understand? Like, I kind of like know what that feels like right now. You know, you kind of getting that like, this too good to be true. You like, come here, let me get a real good look at you. I gotta double check. I gotta zoom in, make sure this is what I think it is, you know. You scared, right? This might absolutely positively shake you out your boots. But you got to recognize when somebody is genuine and they're sincere, you got to let them neutralize you and disarm you. Okay? And the only way you can do that is if you let your guard down. I'm not telling you not to reflect. I'm not telling you not to assess. I'm not telling you not to do anything. I'm saying to chill. Because if you truly do the work, y'all, it's not implausible for somebody to come into your life and to give you that healing energy too, because they're healed. And that's why it's important for you to focus on you right now. That's why it's important for you to go within. That's why it is important for you to do that work right now during this time when I said, you know what, you might need to take a step back from dating. Read the book. I'm going to put that book down in the link that I keep talking about. Again, I am not being compensated to promote this book. I am sharing with you because I am finding it to be very helpful to me on my journey. And I know if it's helping me, I know it'll help illuminate things for you as well. Okay? But you got to be willing to do the work so that you don't scare this person away.
I'm not a smart man, but I know what love is.
Ooh. The Emperor. Didn't I tell y'all back here I said, once you let this person go, you're going to see your life changing. Well, here it is. You got two major arcanas. Now you got the Emperor. This is somebody who knows what they want. They're strategic. That's Aries energy. Okay? So they are very strategic. They know what they want. They're going after it. They ain't scared. They ain't never scared. Okay? So you can play Bone Crusher. I ain't never scared. Okay? You want somebody. What did we say in the beginning? I don't want somebody to think about me. I want somebody to be about me. This person is going to be about you. Because this person is psychological safety. This person is protection. This person is security. This person is a real grown man and or woman for you that is going to be ready. They know what they want and they're going after it. Ain't no questions about it. Ain't nobody gonna be paying. Listen, we ain't playing those games no more. We're not playing those games no more. Okay? Then you got, I told y'all, the Six of Pentacles. You're not playing that game anymore. There is a mutual give and take. This person is invested in you just like you're invested in them. I wouldn't be surprised if y'all end up married. Or in a long-term, seriously committed situation. I wouldn't be surprised, especially with that Lover's card there. Okay? With the Lovers coming out first, I wouldn't be surprised at all. But with this Six of Pentacles, you definitely got somebody who's giving light for light. It's a mutual exchange. They're caring and compassionate towards you just like you are towards them. Okay? And you over here like,
I've been waiting on this my whole life.
okay? You've been waiting on this your whole life. So that now you see why you got to get ready. Now you see why you got to be ready. Hey, loyalty. Now you see. Now you see. You will see why everything had to happen the way that it had to happen. Now, y'all know I ain't gonna never tell y'all what to believe in terms of religion. I personally am a Christian. And I was just reminded of that scripture that says, I am doing for you a new thing. Do you not perceive it? And now you don't see it right now because you're going through it. Y'all going through it. Y'all going through it. But guess who gonna have the last laugh though? Okay? Guess who gonna have the last laugh? It's gonna be you. It's gonna be you. And guess what? They ain't gonna even know what to say about it. Because they gonna see you happy. It's gonna be all about you. Okay? You gonna have your glow up. Because what the Bible say? Okay? What it say? You prepared a table for me in the presence of my enemies. So they got to be present to see it. So they going to see your glow up. How they feel about it ain't your problem. What they think about it ain't your concern. But you're going to know that I'm happy. You're going to know that I'm happy. Rachel says, I'm coming in like a wrecking ball. Listen. Show is. Yep. And it's going to be peaceful. It's going to be peaceful with that Four of Swords. It's going to be peaceful. It's going to be everything you've always wanted in a relationship. Now, angels, what messages do you have for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius? Oh, I got the cards the wrong way. Angels, what messages do you have for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius who are in this reading? What words of advice do you have for them? Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So I definitely feel like you have been trying not to pay attention to what is going on. You have been trying. We talked about it. It's time for you to cleanse. Rid yourself of this negativity. Purify yourself. Stop fighting for what is yours. You lost that battle. It's about you and your self-worth and having high vibration. Stop being stuck in the past. You seen it. Rachel said, I've been collecting evidence. Yeah, we talked about that, Rachel. I don't know how long you've been in the reading, but if you want to go back and watch the playback on YouTube, I talked about that very early on in the reading. All right. So thank you for confirming that for me. Now, Romeo and Juliet, what messages do you have for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius? What messages do you have? Eager, immediate action. Love's heralds should be thoughts, which 10 times faster glide the sunbeams. What? Okay, y'all know this is Shakespeare. Love's heralds should be thoughts, which 10 times faster glides than the sunbeams, driving back shadows over luring hills. So in other words, what it sounds like is you should be actionable and faster than sunlight when it comes to removing the shadows, the things that are concerning me. You should be dispelling any myths. Okay? Eager, immediate action. But it feels like I'm taking this two ways. It feels like you should be, you, not them, you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I feel like you should take immediate action. That you should be thinking about all the ways that you need to love yourself and to work on the shadow work. Does that make sense? This is coming to you, okay? You need to be overcoming this. You see these red flags. You've been on this all this time. Now, let's see. Spirit, what shadow work should Gemini, Libra, Aquarius be doing at this time? What shadow work should Gemini, Libra, Aquarius be doing at this time? Okay, anger. Use its fire to transform, not destroy. So this is rage, frustration, and resentment, okay? And I feel like it may be more so of a resentment here because you've been dealing with this person for so long. It's making you angry that you've wasted so much time. But again, remember that even though it feels as though you've wasted so much time, it had a purpose. It had a purpose. Okay? It definitely had a purpose. Okay? So, this is also about you releasing any doubt that we talked about, right? This is about, exactly, it was a lesson, beloved. It's about you releasing any doubt. I released the need to know all the answers. I'm filling my own cup, right? I did it to myself. I didn't want to admit it. But now that I'm here, this is where we are. All right, this is where we are. And just because this is where I am now doesn't mean this is where I'm staying.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
All right. Now, Spirit, what shadow work does Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, what shadow work does Aries, Leo, Sagittarius need to work on during this time? Shame. Embrace your flaws. They are part of your unique story. So this is about you feeling humiliated, disgraced, and embarrassed. Now, my question is, what in the world are they feeling shame about? Well, to be honest, Shame is a part of that karmic relationship thing, right? That is an unmet childhood wound. And I don't have the book in front of me to really go back and to point and to reference where I got that from. So, okay. Spirit just pointed me to something. And it may not be applicable to all, but remember I told y'all this is a very strong sexual energy. Part of the reason why Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, whomever this person is, could be. One of the reasons why that energy is here is because they may have had some abuse as a child that may have taught them these habits, right? Pick up what I'm putting down. So this may not be applicable to everybody, but it could speak to why they're always doing what they're doing. Okay, maybe they're disconnected from, yes, exactly. So you picked up what I was putting down. Okay, there may have been I'm trying to think of an acronym that I can use, but there may have been someone playing with a saxophone. Okay, pick up what I'm putting down. Okay, somebody may have been playing with a saxophone when they wasn't supposed to be playing with it. Okay, so that is a trauma that they have, right? That has caused shame. Okay, and they may have been struggling to deal with this. Okay, so that may not be applicable to everyone specifically, because that's a wildly specific thing that I'm referring to, but for somebody that may be applicable. Now for others, it may not be that severe of a trauma. It just may be the fact that they're hiding their hurt. They still holding on to hurt from 1975 when they was in the first grade, second, third grade, high school, when Billy and whoever else hurt their feelings and broke their heart. It could be all of those things. And it could also just be a lack of inspiration, a lack of role modeling in their lives, right? But at the end of the day, guess what? It's not your problem. It ain't your concern. It's not your sink. It's not your dishes. Do not worry about it no more, right? And I say this respectfully, okay? Not trying to shame anybody or condemn anybody or to make anybody feel bad about what life is happening, because it was out of your control, okay? Some of these things are out of your control. But now that you know that you had a problem, what you going to do to heal? What you going to do to fix it? That's the question. That's the question. And for some of y'all ain't even just trying no more. You just out here just being bad actors because you can. And to that point, I'm going to say this.
Do you suffer from a lack of a father figure? Do you have clinical depression? Have you ever accidentally broken your mom's favorite coffee cup, and when she found out you did it, she tied you to a bed and spanked you with a metal spatula? If you said yes to any of these things, I don't care. And to keep it a bean, no one cares.
Okay? That's that. All right? So you can't keep coming up with excuses. That's the point that I'm making. You can't keep coming up with excuses to being a poor person in the world, a poor person in society. And when I say poor, I'm not talking about economic value. I'm talking about morality. I'm talking about values. I'm talking about beliefs. I'm talking about the quality of your character. You no longer can make excuses for being a pathetic person. All right? You can't. Now, Spirit, what are some angel numbers that Gemini, Libra, Aquarius may be seeing to let them know that this message is for them? 777, alignment. Your progress is recognized and aligned. What? Your progress is recognized and alignment is here. It is within your reach. The whisper is reminding you to stay the course and to feel source working through you. Your gifts are being recognized, okay? So, your affirmation is, I blossom and bloom as soon as I use all of my gifts. All the things simply align as I feel the feeling of the divine. So I told y'all, this has purpose. You're being guided to be here today. You're being guided to come to this. You're being guided to be in this position. You're being guided. Simply put, you're being guided. You're being guided. It's purposeful. And one last card that I'm gonna pull today. I know that's right. Spirit, what is one last message that you have for people that's in this reading? Siri, I'm not talking to you. I said spirit. All right, here we go. I am at peace. I am, Siri.
I don't recognize your voice. Go to the home app to turn on recognize my voice for this home.
Really? Okay. I am at peace. Okay. Divine peace and harmony surround me and dwell in me. I feel tolerance, compassion, and love for all the people, myself included. Now, this symbol on the back of here, that spiral represents renewal, movement, life force, growth, and awareness. I told y'all this had a purpose. We started out the reading talking about this. You're on target. You're on point. I don't know what else to tell y'all, folks. So on that note, I'm officially getting out of this business. I want to thank everybody for joining the Pisces Tarot Experience. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel today for not only additional content, but future content as it comes. Remember, you can replay this reading at any point in time. Okay, you can bookmark it, comment down in the section below. Let me know how this message has resonated with you. Give me a thumbs up if you feel like this message landed with you today. Give me a thumbs up. Okay, I love hearing from you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love hearing from you. So make sure you just let me know how this message is landing and resonating with you in the comments below. Okay. If you are interested in booking a personal reading, I am booking personal readings. Calendar is somewhat booked, but you can find a date and a time that works best for you. Okay. If that's something that you're interested in, the link is also in the bio. Now, I want to give a huge thank you to all of my viewers today. We've had over 2,200 people to stop by this morning. All right. So I want to thank you for participating in today's conversation. I want to give a warm welcome to the 34 new followers that we have over here to the community. So welcome, guppies. Welcome. Okay. And to our new subscribers, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. I especially want to thank all the people who have gifted me. I had 15 people gifting me today, y'all. So I not only want to thank you for your time, your talent, but your treasure. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Your support means the world to me. Thank you for allowing me to come in to your life and to your homes and to be in your business. But not only that, but thank you for allowing me to share with you what I personally am going through on my personal experience and evolution. I do believe what happens to us happens to all of us. We are part of the larger collective. Everything has something to do with something and somebody. So thank you for allowing me to share with you what I'm going on as I go traverse through my mental health journey, as well as just learning and unlearning bad behaviors and sharing that with you and being able to communicate that out to say, hey guys, I think we all may have gotten this wrong before. If we've all been there, if we all done these things are wrong, So anyway, I just want to say thank you for that. I appreciate it. And with that being said, I hope that y'all have a triumphant Thursday. I hope that y'all have a beautiful day. For those of you who are ending your shift at any point in time in the future, in a couple minutes, I hope that you had a good shift. Thank you for rocking out with me. For those of y'all who are getting ready to go to work, I hope y'all have a beautiful day. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you.